I think in a way it does have potential to go horribly wrong, but that's sort of exciting as well. Like, I think I've filmed this video about, this is the third time now. The first time it was 35 minutes long, and I thought rather than trying to edit that down into a length people would actually watch, I would just do it again. So I did it again, got it down to about 6 minutes. It still wasn't quite right. I didn't feel right posting it, trying to figure out why. And I was talking to my brother today. We were on the train. In his usual kind of optimistic frame of mind, he suggested that he thinks this project has the potential to kind of have disastrous consequences. He thinks it might all blow up in my face. So what this video was supposed to be was, I mean, basically the series I've been working on is live. It exists. So the character that I've created online is now out there making videos, real to a degree, and people seem to be fairly convinced by that. I mean, I've posted 2 videos, and the second video has a moment in it that's pure kind of story, and it was kind of put in as a kind of tip off, really, to be like, this is, this is a story, and no one seems to have picked up on that, or at least if they have, they've not said. It's sort of what I wanted, but also it's a bit worrying as well, because as more and more people kind of get on board with it, there are more people to sort of, I guess, be disappointed when they find out that this person isn't who they thought she was, which was the point of the whole project, really. But it's kind of, now I'm actually doing it, it's a bit, yes, I'm not sure. Like, I'm still happy to have done it this way, but I'm less sure about posting a video where I'm quite explicit about who this person is and how I've done it. And it's sort of 7 videos in, so on the 7th video, where it gets quite extreme. Not in terms of kind of things happening, but the character has a very kind of extreme reaction, and I'm not sure how that one's going to go down. Yeah, whether people will be on board with it still, or whether people will guess that it's not real at that point, which is likely. But my fear, and I think the reason the videos I made before were so long, was because I could have rambled about this, and I kind of came up with complicated ways of being able to tell people about the videos without directly linking to them. I think my worry is that someone could maliciously, or just for the sake of causing a bit of mischief, could quite easily go on to the web series videos, post a link back to the video that I posted explaining it all, and kind of ruin the whole thing. And it wouldn't be ruined, like, it would kind of still work. But like I say, at some point it will become obvious that it's a story, and it needs to be obvious that it's a story. And because at a certain point, I want the people to be watching, the audience, to kind of know that they're being told a story, really. Otherwise, it'll kind of get a bit weird. I don't want them to be kind of contacting the authorities when the really scary stuff starts to happen, I suppose, is what I'm saying. I don't know. I think there's also a sense, it's like with writing, if you write a script, but there's a moment when you've got that script that you've just written where it could potentially be the greatest thing anyone has ever read. And the moment you give it to someone, you kind of lose that, because obviously it never happens that that person says, this is the greatest thing I've ever read. And so I think there's a sense of that as well, that this thing exists, and I'm quite enjoying the fact that not many people I know are actually watching it. It's mostly apart from the people directly involved with it, there's mostly kind of anonymous people who the character has sort of met online, and there's something nice about that. So this is a really long video again about why you can't see the web series that I'm making, except if you, because I also don't think many people are watching this. I think I'm overthinking it and being paranoid. If you really do want to see it, if you find me on Twitter and send me a message, a direct message, I will give you the link. I guess I just didn't want to make it super easy. Also, there are clues throughout the video, well, throughout the previous videos. They weren't intentional clues, but if you wanted to find out who this character was and watch her videos, you could probably find a route to that through watching my previous videos on here. So still, this is a long-winded way of saying stick with this, please, if you're interested in what I'm doing. I promise at a certain point, not that far in the future, I will be talking about the actual series itself and the videos and what they're about. Okay, that's it, I think. A bit of a weird one, sorry. Bye.